Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to TWB Monday, June the 21st. It's the big show, 5 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Eastern. Welcome one, welcome all. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good weekend. You're taking care of yourselves. You must have summer weather by now because it has arrived here in Creston, British Columbia. We are at 84 degrees today. Very nice and warm day, and this is one of the cooler days we're going to have. We are hitting 99 for the high next week, 4 days in a row before we get any kind of easing. And so we're gearing up, making sure the air conditioners are working around here and keeping a close eye on the Dairy Queen just down the street. Those cones are starting to look awful appealing all of a sudden, I'll tell you. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you all. I have a question for you guys today. I want to know, those of you who are looking to go cruising again, you've been quoting out cruises. I want to get a couple of pieces of information from you guys. Those of you who are looking to book a cruise for 2022 and so on, what kind of prices are you being quoted right now for cruises, inside rooms? Are you being quoted any inside rooms? Are any available? What about ocean view rooms or balconies? What kind of pricing compared to what you're used to paying, are you being quoted now? Number one. Number two, are any of these cruises coming with any form of insurance as an additional? And number three, what kind of insurance quotes are you being told for a 1 week cruise or whatever your cruise is? What kind of insurance are you being told to get, or what are you being quoted? How much money is this going to cost you? Is this becoming, is cruising quickly becoming a very unaffordable pastime? Whereas in the past, it was always the super bargain of bargains, where you have an ocean view every day from your balcony that changes all the time, versus a land resort with an ocean view. Let me know. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Tell me where you're watching me from today. Say hi to us. What's your high temperature today? How's it going out there? And welcome one and all to the channel today. Cruise lines are slowly trying to gear up, trying to get things going. They're watching closely the battle between the CDC and the state of Florida. Here in Canada, being outside America, we're in a different ball game up here. We really can't think of a cruise right now as a possibility unless we know what the rules of engagement are for us as returning travelers. We're not worried about getting into America. It's actually quite easy to get into the United States. That's the easy part. It's the getting home part has been the mystery tour problem. And we've also had a lot of horror stories of Canadians who get to the airport in Canada and they run into whatever issue, a problem, and next thing you know, they're forced to be in a hotel at great expense that the government chooses for you, and you are paying a fortune for a room because there is no discounted hotel rooms. It's a rack rate deal, and it is unbelievably expensive for Canadians to get caught in that trap. The government of Canada is wishy-washy about it. They don't have a definitive, decisive answer yet as to what's going to happen. They hint, and they're indicating that there might be some loosening of the restrictions and some changes to the restrictions. And most of us have had enough of this. We just want one simple situation, and that is, if we have been vaccinated, we've got the card to prove that we've been vaccinated with 2 shots, and it's been 2 weeks or longer since our second shot, there should be no more questions at the border about anything. We don't need to provide a test. We don't need to provide anything. We should be allowed to come and go as we wish because we're vaccinated and we've done our part. But that is what Canadians, in many cases, would like to have. Not all are on board on this, and health officials are the opinions vary. And then to be fair to the health officials and government officials, the bottom line is this virus is not like a single version of a virus. We are now talking about a number of variants that now exist of this darn virus. And in the UK, they were all set to open up the UK just right by now, all on hold, all delayed yet again because of another outbreak. And so Europe has not been able to tamp this down with their national health plans and all of the healthcare provided to citizens as part of just being a citizen of those countries. It's all provided at no extra charge. And even with those systems, they are having problems with these variants that are popping up from various parts of the world. And so we wonder also, you have to unfortunately remember this, that yes, in Canada and the USA and the G20, we in the advanced world have been able to really get on the vaccination program. Yeah, it's great. But there are areas of the world where the vaccine rate is only at 1 or 2 or 4 or 5%. And 95% of the population have not been vaccinated at all. And the timing is months from now to get it going. And this tells me and worries me in that you have travelers from one part of the world traveling to these particular countries and back. They may come back with a variant that has not been detected before in the G20, where, yeah, the person coming back is fully vaccinated. Yeah, but they've got it. They've got the virus. It's not affecting them at the moment. They are asymmetric. It's asymmetric. Whatever that word is, they don't show the issues. They don't show the side effects, but they are a spreader and they don't know it. And we wonder about another version of a variant that could become a real problem. And I throw my hands up and go, I don't know. I just want this to be gone. I want to be able to travel freely. But I guess the problem is wherever we go and whoever we are near, you just don't know whether or not you're going to catch anything or not. And if you do, if it'll be harmful to you or not. I'll tell you, it is an amazing scenario, the situation that the world is in that we would never have thought of. I bet you, other than a handful of experts would have talked about this years ago. Most of us, 99.9% of us, would never have thought this to be any kind of a possibility. So on cruising, the issue, of course, is when you get on a cruise ship in the United States, for example, it's guaranteed to go to another country. Otherwise, it can't be sailing out of the U.S. in almost every case, except maybe Seattle to Alaska and back. You got to wonder, these island nations in the Caribbean that we're going to visit for a Caribbean cruise, or Mexico, or Costa Rica, or other countries, what are we in for when we get there? Do we even get off the ship or not? Are there going to be any excursions or not? What will the restrictions be and going forward? The other question, of course, is at the moment, there are cruises leaving Nassau right now, the Adventure of the Seas, the Royal Caribbean ship, at about a third capacity. 1,000 people at the moment are on that ship. Cruise lines cannot make money with a 3,000 passenger ship only with 1,000 paying passengers. You cannot make money. You might be able to only lose a percentage of money on a cruise, but you can't even break even. But you got to start somewhere. Okay, I get it. You start somewhere and you begin to cruise out of Nassau and you get it going again. You get the diehards going, which is super. But the question is, how many ships will be in the water between July, August, September? What capacity will they be sailing under? How is it going to go? What will the case counts be, if any? Will there be any cases of the virus showing up on any of these cruises? We have a lot of mystery questions here. We have a lot of questions overhanging all of us right now, and we're all wondering. And this is why I ask you about the insurance question. What does it look like for you guys with respect to insurance, health insurance for a cruise? Are you being offered an insurance package with your cruise line for cancellation, last minute cancellation? You test positive on the pier. Are you compensated, or do you lose your entire fare? What risk factors are you assuming that you have to take if you are going to try to get a cruise? and you run into an issue. I'd love to know your thoughts, and let's see what's being said. Jim is saying hello. Greg Allen is a new member. Welcome, Gregory, to this channel. It's great that you're here, buddy. Moon Manu is here. Welcome. Ken Kachera. Hi, Bruce and Jen, from Janet and Ken in Saginaw, Michigan. It's 59 degrees, dropping to a low of 41. Gasoline is $3.08 a gallon. Gas a little high. Temperatures are kind of low. We're going to be 91 in the next couple of days here. Amicus, howdy, y'all. Welcome. Hi, Bruce. Long time no see, Sharon. Welcome back, of course. Nice to have you here. Kirk. Hi, Bruce. Kirk from the Big Apple is in the house. As always, that was a great sponsor show we just had. You know it, my friend. Amicus giving us thumbs up. Colleen, hi all. Happy Monday. Thank you, Colleen. Jeannie, hello again, Bruce. Bill and Jeannie are back for the big show. The big storm is coming at us. A lot of thunder right now. Hopefully that'll cool things off for you, but you'll be safe. Alan James LeBlanc, Virgin Islands is in the house, man. I love that. Fantastic. Welcome, sir, and I'm glad you made it today. Brittany, hi, Bruce and all. I've decided to try to be in for the whole show and not just for the first few minutes of it, as this is how long I've been in for some of them. It's just great, Brittany, you're with us. I'm glad you made it. Enjoy it all. We love you. Amicus, don't forget to hit that like button, man. For Bruce, it's hockey time. Go, Sharon, go. Brittany, today's high in Hammond, 84, currently 79. It's a nice day. Rich, hello from Salinas, California, 70 degrees and clear. No cruising until 2023 at least. MG, the cruises are about 30-40% more expensive now. Hey, Bruce, 84 degrees in central New Jersey. Buy so hot. Question for you, what cruise has the best drinking water? What cruise has the best drinking water? I've never ever had to worry about that. I know that I'm just kind of thinking about it, that in the past, I think I was on the Norwegian. It was the Norwegian Epic with my wife. We were on a 7-day cruise. We were in a balcony suite. It was a spa suite, which gave us access to the spa as part of our cruise. And we also had some of the spa body washes and lotions and those kinds of extra little things in the bathroom. But I believe that they provided a bottle or two of water a day in the suite as an inclusive thing. But I rarely would drink it. I mean, I would drink my caffeine-free Diet Coke that I brought with me at that time. I was just bringing cans of cola with me onto these cruise ships because you couldn't get caffeine-free Diet Coke in a can on a cruise ship, so I brought my own. But water, I would drink water in the spa area. They would have water fountains in the spa, like in the men's spa half, and I'd drink the water, not even thinking about it, just fine, just absolutely fine. No problem. And in the restaurant, if you ordered a glass of water, it was, from the ship systems. I never had an issue with it personally, yeah, I never really rated it. We're using our future cruise credit for our cruise in November, says Colleen. When we booked it, they didn't require us to have insurance. We booked a veranda medallion suite on Princess, and we don't need insurance. Very good, very good. Also, so happy VGAC is now 23, and me and FAA are 8. Yeah, let's go, baby. We're going to make money. On the other channel, we'll get back at it tomorrow. Larry from Sun City, Arizona. Hi today, 112. Larry, welcome, my friend. I have a good buddy of mine. He has a place out in Buckeye at one of the Sun Cities out there, and he loves it. We visit him usually every year. Beautiful, just a gorgeous place. And we drive by Sun City every year. We're coming into town. Way to go, Larry. Susie Shadley, hey, in Southern California, it was 81 today. Where in Southern California is that? That's certainly not the desert. That's for darn sure. Are you near the coast by chance? Ann Rogers, hi, Bruce. Ann and Brent from Ancaster, Ontario. Welcome, Ann, and welcome, Brent, from beautiful Ancaster. Nice to have you here tonight. Amicus, Tampa, Florida, 86 Fahrenheit, buggy and muggy. Moiko, Ari, my aunt just got the video. She was one of the first in line for both vaccine shots. My aunt just got are you talking about the vaccine? She just got the vaccine, maybe? She got the shots. I'm glad to hear this. MG, $179 one night stay in a hotel costs double that with all the hidden fees involved. Isn't that amazing now? Go Tampa Bay Lightning, says Amicus. Edward, hope you and Jen are good. We leave for Cape Cod, Massachusetts on Friday for the first holiday in over a year and a half, and we cannot wait. I can bet you that. I believe that. Yeah, way to go, Edward. Way to go. Jen and I are great. We had our shots 6 days ago, and we're feeling good now. Really good. Bull, Bruce, are you concerned about Delta variant when it comes to cruising? Yes, I am. MG, I've been censored. I have been censored by evil forces, Bruce. Let's go. Islander, says Sharon. Brittany, my husband is not willing to pay $99 a night when he can at an Airbnb for less than half that price. I got you there. Kevin, greetings from Central New Jersey, 90 plus degrees today. We're getting ready to watch the Islanders Lightning Stanley Cup semifinals, Game 5. This should be fun and tense, I'm sure. Jeff, our Cunard, Queen Elizabeth, July 22nd, 2022, Vancouver to Barcelona, 32 days. It was about $5,280 for a balcony. It was a balcony for inside price sale. So there you go. 32 days, though. Is that for both of you, or is that for each of you? If it's for both of you, that is a bargain extraordinaire. If that's for each of you being on a balcony, that is, it's not like way overpriced, but that is Cunard pricing. I'd be curious to know, Jeff, how did that go? And was that was US dollars? Okay, I got you there. All right. Bullcrap, what about the cruise to nowhere out of New York City? Would that be a safe cruise? I'm sure it would be, but I don't think there'll ever be one. Sharon, $1,287 Canadian per person. Hang on here. Here we go. Let me get this set up here. Per person for 7 days, Southern Caribbean. All right, $1,287 Canadian per person, 7 days, Southern Caribbean. For balcony cabin on January the 30th, 2022. Starts in the Bahamas. Full insurance offered. Can cancel by October 29, 2021. Right on. So you've got till the end of October for your end of January cruise. And it was $1,287 Canadian for 7 days for a balcony. That sounds pretty darn good. That is, I'm going to guess that's about $900 American for a 7-day cruise. Balcony per person. Yeah, that's not out of the realm of realistic. That's good. That's a good price. Sharon, bullcrap. I would be totally into that kind of a cruise. Max, Carrie, I have family in Nassau, so I'm going to visit them and go on a cruise in the same trip. I was surprised to get a balcony cabin for $1,300. It was discounted, which was surprising to me. Right on, Max. Kirk, on my MSC cruise, I'm debating should I get in Nassau or just their private island for the 2 days there. Well, the private island is. Are you talking about the private island in the Bahamas? Because that would be Paradise Island, right? Which is nice. A lot of tourists head to Paradise Island in the Bahamas and just hang out there the whole time. Release Me Taxi Lockwood. Why don't they allow cruises to nowhere? Yeah, the thing is that because the ships using U.S. ports, cruise ships, are not registered as U.S. vessels, they cannot only go from one U.S. port back to another U.S. port, even if it's just out to the ocean and come back. You have to go to another country. That's why when you leave Boston, you head up north to Canada. And in the summertime, you have the beautiful maritime cruises up there, Quebec and pre-EI, Prince Edward Island, gorgeous. But for a cruise from New York to the ocean and back can't be done. So New Yorkers also go to Bermuda. They'll do that trip. And then, of course, Jen and I, we did a trip out of Bayonne, New Jersey, just outside of New York, all the way down to Saint Martin and St. Vincent and back. And so that was the other country. So, yeah, that's how it has to be done. Wally's World. Hi, Bruce. Wally's World's Jen and Mike. Bruce is here too. Okay, representing the Dakotas and still too chilly here. Send that warm Canadian weather this way. Oh, we got it in spades coming up in a few days. No problem. Charles O'Connor, good evening from New Orleans. Welcome, Charles. Just me. Is it government or what? It's rules. Yeah. Connie, hi, Bruce. How are you? Well, Connie, I'm hanging right in there. How are you? It's nice to have you here tonight. Bruce, do you watch basketball? What the heck was up with Ben Simons yesterday? Laugh a lot. I do not watch basketball. I do not care for basketball. Never have. Just don't care. Just too many timeouts. Too many timeouts, and just no. Dave, good evening. Watching from Florida in my 18-wheeler. Rave, Dave, buddy, how you doing, man? Nice to have you here. Sharon, right now, Bruce, you have 35 thumbs ups going right now. You need 65 more, so keep those thumbs ups coming in, guys, and get me to 100 as soon as possible. We try to hit 100 every show, and if you could hit that thumbs up button for me right now and push that thumbs up number right up to 80 or 90, that would be great, because we'll be within spitting distance of hitting 100 right away. Bullcraft, I ask about the drinking water because some of my friends are very particular about the water and prefer specific brands. Yes, I have seen in the departure area for a cruise, I have seen it where there'll be sort of mom and dad and the two teenage children, and the teenage boy has on his shoulder the 24 bottles of water that they're taking on, whatever brand they like. But I have heard prior to the pandemic, I was hearing prior to the pandemic that a lot of cruise ships were not allowing people to bring bottled water on board themselves anymore. You had to buy it on board. Now, in some cases, you could buy water, the soda package, and other things in an entire package. You could buy like just the soda package, or you could buy the premium coffee soda package. But they also had like the bottled water, premium coffee, soda, and alcohol packages, all available in various formats depending on the cruise line, because they were trying to make more profits. Thumbs ups, everybody, from Bullcraft. Thank you. Hi, Bruce from Chicago. It's been a while since I caught your live show. Happy to be able to watch today. Latrice Harris. I love that town, Chicago. I got some great viewers from that area. Welcome everyone from Chicago to this channel. Everyone from Illinois and Indiana and Ohio and everywhere in the USA. Thank you for joining me. From all of you in Canada that are here, all of you from Europe, from Australia, from in the Caribbean, everywhere. This is a worldwide audience. I love that you're here to join it with us. I love you guys. Bull, Sharon, I think you mean long time no see. Just me, out of New Orleans. And Renee, hi, Darby. PA, Pennsylvania here. It's 78 degrees and raining. I'm booked for a cruise in January 2021 on my 60th birthday. Right on. Let's hope it goes off without a hitch. That would be great. Bo sailed on adventure. It was great. Met Tony and many more. Beautiful job. Susie, Irvine, California. Beautiful, but a tad warmer than it usually is. I can imagine it would be by now already. Stephen, your discussion of the risk variables is a rational approach to cruising. Unintended consequences, i.e. Florida win in court, may make things more confusing or more difficult. It could be that the Florida ruling over the CDC may prevent Europeans from even traveling to Florida. Their governments may not allow them in there at all. It could delay U.S. arrivals from other countries, period. Other countries trust the CDC, and the CDC trusts the CDCs of each country. They have protocols. They go by science. They don't... Like my Canadian government is not going to trust the governor of Florida to tell Canadians it's safe to come down here. Sorry, DeSantis, you're not a medical doctor, and you have no credibility in that regard. You're a politician, and we know what you're doing. You're playing to your base, and you're the Trump wannabe. God bless you. Good luck to you. But other countries are just not interested in playing state games. They're looking country to country. And they expect the United States to be as safe a place to visit as their country is safe for Americans to come in. And we don't allow a premier in Canada to tell Americans they can or cannot come in, or how you can, act in this country. It's not done by local politicians. It's done at the national level. And some people just don't know their place. But I get it. It's politics. And this guy is a media hound for what he wants to be media hound for, and then he hides behind closed doors when he signs controversial bills. But, Floridians voted this guy in, and it's Florida's issue, not our issue. God bless you, Florida, and you deal with this guy in any way you see fit. Re-elect him, kick him out, do what you want. But we in Canada cannot listen to DeSantis for our health guidance. That's the last guy I'm going to listen to for any of this stuff. Sharon Bullcraft, she's laughing with Bullcraft. Douglas saying hi from Creston, BC. Douglas, how you doing, buddy? Do you know where that is? Oh, he's my Crestonian viewer. How you doing, pal? Wasn't it crazy? We were, I don't know, I know Douglas knows this story for sure, but I was mentioning to some of you in a few months ago, our own Tim Hortons restaurant was closed for like weeks. We couldn't even use the drive-through to go to our own Tim Hortons for a coffee and a donut through the drive-through. And I'm sure Douglas and I were both driving through that drive-through every couple of days. It's wide open, but there's nobody there. But at least we're back to normal now, and Timmy's is up and running again, thank goodness, and we can get our coveted cup of Joe. Douglas, it's good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. I hope you got both shots. Jen and I, we got both of ours, and we're back in business. We're a week away from the 14-day time frame for that second shot. So I'm glad you could stop in and say hi to me. Donnell, hi again. Bruce, just wondering, as a bit of a biscuit boy, are most cabin shower units designed for only very skinny people? Well, I got to tell you, I've been on 7 different cruises. I was supposed to be on like 10 or 12 by now, but have been on 7 so far. And I have a confession to make. I have never had ever a shower inside my cabin in the shower provided. Never had one. I always and only do my showering in the shower area of the men's spa area in the spa spot because those showers are gigantic. They're the size of land showers. They're huge. They have the big spout up here, and then they're fantastic. They provide you with soap and shampoo, conditioner. It's all included. The towels are there, and you got room to dry off. I would have a tough time getting out of the shower and then drying off where the sink is and the toilet is here, and there's no room, and no good. No. So I leave the bathroom to Jennifer. It's all hers. And she loves it, and she knows that I'm happy where I am in the spa area doing my showering. I shave there, love it, and I never have a problem with Jennifer sharing the towel or sharing the bathroom, running out of towels, and being in a tight, confined little thing like that. So, Donnell, I can't tell you for sure how big or small it is, but I can kind of give you an indication that from everything I've seen, it's pretty tight in there, unless you're in a big suite. And so, yeah, I don't use them at all. Just me, Taxi, 2 weeks on Carnival Glory out of New Orleans, November 2022. It's coming. Kirk, no, it's Ocean Cay on the MSC cruise. So you're going to do a couple of days at Ocean Cay. So you'll just be on the ship, and the ship will stay there for the time. Is that the plan? That sounds great. That sounds great. Kirk, you can go get on land there and have a great time. You're only going to be exposed to your fellow travelers from your ship, so should be a good time, Kirk. Just me. Thank you, Bruce. You betcha. Look who's here. Sylvia's in the house. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Bruce. 86 degrees in Greensboro, North Carolina. Did you watch some of the vloggers on Adventures of the Seas? I've seen some of the postings on Instagram, certainly Tony's, but I have not had time to see the rest of it. I have not been able to watch it at all. I've just been too busy here. When do you see Carnival loosening restrictions on kids under 12 who can't get vaccinated? Boy, I tell you, I don't know. I do not know. Is this part of the Florida lawsuit? You know, I really am hoping that children will be vaccinated very shortly, and this won't be an issue. But I can't answer that question. Just me says, thank you, Bruce, for explaining. You got it. Bullcraft Max. Dang, Bruce, basketball is my favorite sport. I forgive you, though. You're my top 5 YouTubers easily. Always appreciate what you do. Well, thank you, my friend. I tell you, I do love watching basketball highlights on YouTube where I'll watch Kobe Bryant's record, his highest points game of his career. I love that. There's been several videos made of that, and very entertaining. Michael Jordan's most epic moments. Love to watch that kind of stuff. Love watching Shaquille O'Neal highlights over his career. This kind of stuff. But the games themselves, No, can't do it. No, sorry, can't do it. Brittany, my youngest brother, has been married for just over a week. I have another getting divorced, and my niece and nephew, their mom is just getting married for the second time, either Friday or Saturday. Man, that's a sport you guys got going there. Like yes and no and yay and nay. I tell you, it is what it is. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Donnell, newsflash, 55 plus thumbs ups. We have over 55 thumbs ups now. Thank you, everybody, for helping out. We have 92 of you here right now. If you could hit that thumbs up button for me, it would be great. Get us as close to 100 as humanly possible. I'd love to break 100 on this show if that is doable. Thank you so much. Dave from the UK, first-time cruiser, best tip, please. Just one, so your best, please. Best tip for a cruise, take binoculars. Bring your own set of binoculars. You'll have your camera, you'll have your iPhone, you got a zoom feature here, but this is nothing compared to a good pair of binoculars, and you will not be sorry, because you will, on sea days, walk around the ship with your binoculars around your neck on the strap, go to the top deck, and you'll walk around, and there are times where you can see other ships off the horizon. You might stand up there and look around, and you'll see a ship, and then you'll look with your eyes, and you can't see it. You look with it, and there it is. Plain as day. You'll see land that you can't otherwise see because of the horizon and the mist. It's really cool. Even at night, you might see a ship at night with the lights on. You grab binoculars, and you can really zoom in on it. It's a cool thing to witness. When you're leaving port in the wintertime and it's evening, you're leaving Miami and it's just getting dark now, get your binoculars out and go to the top deck and look back at Miami. It's really cool. And all the ships coming behind you or in front of you that are already leaving Miami at the same time or within staggered amounts of time. Yeah, binoculars are great. And when you're at ports, if you're at a port and in the morning, you have your breakfast. Then you grab your binoculars, go to the upper deck of your ship, and then from your ship, look around your port. You can see all kinds of neat stuff. It really is entertaining, and you'll see what I always found when I took my binoculars with me. I would be on the top deck looking at whatever, and I could hear people whispering to their partners or friends, saying, "I should have brought mine. I forgot to bring those. I should have brought them. That's a good idea." It really is handy. That's one tip for you, definitely. Margaret, it's been a while. How's everybody doing? Margaret Harmon, welcome today. Rocky Edward, I always go to Captain Parker's restaurant in West Yarmouth on Route 28. Great seafood. Stephen Butler, they can only cruise port to port in the U.S. if it is a U.S.-built vessel with U.S. crew, subject to U.S. employment and safety rules, i.e. American Cruises, and a few others do that, and that's it. Exactly. That's exactly why. We have 61 thumbs up, Sharon says. We only need 39 more to get to 100 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Please help out. Give us a thumbs up tonight. Yes, Bruce, I received 2 adult drink packages and 1 child package included in the price of my cruise. What did you guys pay for your cruise that you're taking when you booked a new cruise? If you booked a new cruise, what did it cost you? Was it more than you're used to paying? Was it extremely high? Did you get a bunch of perks thrown in? Did you get a bunch of freebies thrown in? Did you get a bunch of credits? What about the insurance? Are any of you out there sitting on very expensive health insurance premiums for these cruises coming up in 2022? Let me know what that's like if you can. I'm kind of curious about this. Hey, Bruce, happy Monday from MGM Family Travel. Welcome to the channel tonight. Sharon, Renee, my cruise in January is for my 60th birthday as well. We deserve it, and you do. Way to go. What's your favorite dinosaur? No idea. Short attention span says, hey, Bruce, I'm late arriving. Have you talked about the Canadian travel reopening yet? Did I read we still need a COVID test in spite of the double vaccination? Yes, the latest I've heard is you need to have a 72-hour or more, or recent than that, COVID negative test to fly into Canada, even with your double vaccination. And then you have to take a test within 72 hours to confirm you're negative. It's crap. It's just garbage. This is kind of like saying, yeah, we're letting you travel, but we're not letting you travel. You don't really want to do that because the cost of these things is ridiculous. It's absolute highway robbery. Don't be doing it. It's got to be removed. MG, it's not going to be safe to cruise until it's safe to cruise. Just me. should only trust vaccinated for incoming from dangerous countries. There you go. Cruising, Corey, we just booked 3 cruises with Carnival, all balconies, and free through the casino. We only paid port fees and taxes. That was about $250 a cruise, September, October, and a 14-day transatlantic in 2022. Right on. That's a good deal. Well, the casinos, they are looking for business too, aren't they? Colleen, on Disney cruise ships, you get a full tub because, of course, children, so many children on these cruises, you have to have tubs. Welcome to my nighttime viewing schedule, Uncle Bruce. Welcome to the show. Fitzroy, Bruce, bless up. Greetings from Grenada. People be safe. Thank you, Fitzroy, as always. You have a wonderful evening down there. Just me, Madeira, 2-shot made me sick big time at work for Amedi. Louise, hi, Bruce. I almost forgot about your shows as I got vaccinated today. I'm so tired, but I still stopped at the grocery store on the way back home. Louise, you get some good rest tonight. You'll probably be tired again tomorrow, but it's worth it. It really is, and I'm glad to hear you got a shot. That's beautiful. Immunity says just me. Sharon, if your cabin shower is too small for your 4-foot 8-inch frame, then imagine how tight it is for those of us who are of normal stature, because I'm so wide, it's like a barrel, like a 4-foot 8 high guy with a wide barrel. It's tough. It's tough getting in there. I got to turn around like a top to spin it off. It's not easy. No. MG, Bruce, did your friend Robert Brandt, did he pass away? I don't know what happened to Robert. I do not know. Bullcraft, Bruce, I don't know. How can we do cruises if they don't require vaccinations? How can we do cruises if they don't require vaccination? I feel like this is a bad idea, like you mentioned about DeSantis. Yeah, well, I throw my hands in the air and go, you got to be kidding me, man. Why would I go on a cruise with a whole bunch of people that haven't got a shot? Are you out of your mind? Yeah. I just, boy, I tell you, politicians stay the hell out of medical, but they won't. They won't. YouTube TV. Thank you. Sylvia, MG Toe, we haven't heard from Robert Brandt, our kids, in years. I think that when Tom Henry went to find him, his gig was up. If he was even real, laughing out loud. Bullcraft, that's okay. Glad you like the highlights of basketball, though. I miss Kobe so much. Such an icon. You need to watch that clip yesterday where Ben Simmons passed up a wide open dunk in the final minutes. It just means nothing to me. Like I don't care. I hate to say it. I really do, but basketball, the only basketball I was ever exposed to was when I was in high school. I sucked. I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed volleyball. I enjoyed high school volleyball far more, and track. But there are those who are into it, and they get into it in a big way, and it's great. Toronto has a team. Vancouver had one, lost it. Toronto's still doing great. Raptors won it all a few years ago. Yeah, it's just not my gig. Just me. Night vision. Okay, Stephanie. Hi, Bruce. It's Stephanie from Houston. How are you doing? 82 and major thunderstorms. It's cooled us down. Waiting to hear lots of great news from Canada about cruising. Oh, I wish I could give you some. I got nothing right now, but I'm glad to see you're here, Stephanie, and I hope you're getting better all the time. Amicus, it's a sight to see. All ships leaving in the first nightfall. Sharon, here's my tip for the first-time cruiser. Bring a suitcase that you can wheel off the ship by yourself. That way, on the last day, you can leave whenever you want instead of waiting for a dismal amount of time for your baggage. I agree. If you can bring on, you don't have to bring on your baggage. Let them bring it on for you. But when you leave, you take your baggage with you. You go with your baggage. And then that way you don't have to be searching for it in the carousels or anything like that. That's a good tip, definitely. Kirk, by the way, Bruce, I have an aft balcony on the MSC Meraviglia. That will be nice, man. That will be really nice. No light pollution in the evening. Yes, Maryland, all kinds of perks on Norwegian, plus free airfare for one passenger. They're throwing out all kinds of deals, aren't they? Louise, happy belated Fascia Day. Did you get a special dinner last night? Father's Day, a special happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Jen and I We had a wonderful meal last night. That's right. We had a nice meal that we shared, and then just watched television together after I did my live sessions, and it was fantastic. Yeah, we have 80 thumbs ups now on this channel going right now for this show. Thank you guys so much for getting me within only 20 more to go to get me to 100 thumbs ups. Help me out. Get me to triple digits tonight. Hit that thumbs up button and get me to 100 thumbs ups tonight. We're almost there. Kirk, about $1,200 for 2 adults and 1 child. 5 days, Miami to Bahamas. That's a pretty good deal, man. That is good stuff. Absolutely good stuff on that location on that ship. Yeah, glad to hear everyone in chat is getting vaccinated. Brittany, from the way things are, looking thumbs up. So I will be in for the full show. Way to go, Brittany. Thank you for being here tonight. We've got Wally's World. So we own our own business, and our health insurance premium from wife and our 2 early 20-year-old kids is $2,500 a month. We need to get a separate health insurance plan if we ever take a cruise. Oh my gosh, you might be able to get a rider through your provider for that. But wow, that's incredible. If you're a member of the Automobile Association, was that the AMA? You might be able to get an insurance rider for a cruise that way, affordably. Or if you have, let me think a minute, you have home insurance, and you might be able to go through your insurance provider for your insurance agent. You might be able to get a rider for a vacation insurance on top of home insurance, or as a separate deal, because you're already using for insurance. You might get such a discount on annual travel insurance that might be the way to go. So yeah, look into those, because you can get some very high coverage policies that way, as opposed to getting medical insurance through the cruise lines that might be very narrow in scope and very low deductible, very high deductibles, low coverage. You got to watch out for that. Bullcraft saying, I hope Robert's okay. Gregory, I recommend special edition Gestapo Super Strength Binoculars. There you are right there. Bullcraft, laugh out loud, all good. Love you, Bruce. I hope you dig up some old pictures when you worked as a broker in a suit someday. I'd like to see those. Wally, isn't basketball kind of like air hockey? Sylvia, Kirk Brunson, your price is better than my mother-in-law. She's traveling on Royal Caribbean balcony 7 days, going to Nassau and Coco Cay for $2,139. Wow, that's expensive. Nikki, at this time in our lives, we book cruises based on itinerary and convenience. Got a couple of pricey ones lined up, but we're going to enjoy them. Right on. Coleman, would it ever be possible for a cruise ship to build a skate park on or inside it? There are skate parks already on Royal Caribbean cruise ships, depending on which ship you go on. There's an ice skating rink on several of them that the public can use as well. And then there are a couple of ships that have a roller skating rink and a bumper car area. They switch from one to the other. Basketball courts, trampoline area, all in the same area. You got to check out Royal Caribbean, man. You can do this right now. Have been for like 5, 6, 7 years already. Bruce loves gold. Okay. Short attention span says, is it still stinking hot in BC? We had a storm pass in Southern Ontario. Nice and cool. 17 here now. We're warming up today to 81. But or 84 was our high today, but we're going to hit 99 next week. Yeah, it's going to get hot here. Sharon, I live on the coast of Vancouver Island. I miss seeing all the Alaska-bound cruise ships going by from the Strait of Georgia. Yeah, the whole year, not seeing much of that. So Kirk Brunson, I was supposed to go with her and other family members in June 22, but cost too much money. Is Royal Caribbean a pricey ship? Not generally. Generally, Royal Caribbean, you can get some good deals depending on how long you book out. But right now, with everyone, backed up with all kinds of cruise credits and cruises at a restricted level, and it's going to take 6 months from now before it'll be longer than 6 months before all the ships are sailing again. This is going to take a whole year to get things up and running, and it might be 2 years before cruises really come down in price. It could be that long. Brittany, let's go. Let's all give Bruce a thumbs up. So hang on, give me a thumbs up while I'm hiccuping here like crazy. Thank you all for these thumbs ups. Get me to 100 thumbs ups. If you could do that, please help out. Thank you. Try not to hiccup so much. Oh, it's difficult being a YouTube creator. It's very difficult. Kirk Brunson is saying, yes, Ms. Swan, but I had to pay $900 for 3 return tickets to Miami from New York City to get there and back. Yes, Kirk, they are leaving from Cape Liberty, New Jersey for 7 days. Q plus 2020, not getting vaccination, so requested a refund. So that Kirk Brunson, ouch, on airline tickets. Q plus, food is a lot better on Royal Caribbean. Sharon, Wally's World, I can understand why a lot of people in the U.S. do not have medical insurance. What a ripoff. Kirk, Swan, I wanted to try MSC because I love the look of their ships. Terry, can Canadians get annual travel insurance as opposed to a per trip insurance if we plan to travel several times? Yes, I got annual insurance through the Alberta Automobile Association. And Jennifer and I were covered for a very wide range of services, from cancellations of airfare, lost luggage, hotel accommodation in case of delays, medical with very high coverage and low deductibles. We really recommend it. Take a look at your local automobile club. You might need to become a member. You might not have to be a member to get it, but it's worth a quote for sure. Definitely worth a quote for the full year. Yeah. Q plus 2020, you're not getting vaccinated. Sharon, 90 thumbs up. Only 10 left to go now. Sylvia, Kirk Brunson, that's good. The price is good. I'm sure you and the family will have a great time. Q plus, I'm not putting an experimental vaccine that was patented in 2015 into my body. Heck no. Okay, Wally, agreed, Sharon, just ridiculous. And they lock you into whatever state you're living in. Can't shop but from a small monopoly of health insurance providers. Really bad. Amicus 3-0 Tampa Bay. Sharon, boo, but it's still early. Sharon, Wally's World, what a struggle that we must be for you and your family. Edward, what's for dinner? That will take care of the hiccups. Sharon, 95 thumbs ups. Only 5 left to go to get Bruce to 100 thumbs ups for this show. Thank you, all of you who have already made a thumbs up gesture. You're very kind. I appreciate it. The more thumbs ups you give us, the more YouTube will recommend us to other viewers. I thank you very much for that. Fantabulous, as Tom Hanks has said in a movie or two. And thank you all for getting me that close to the promised land. You gotta love it. Bullcraft is saying, here's some thumbs ups for you. Q plus, go Lightning, he says. Go Lightning. Well, folks, like I say, there's lots to think about here and lots to wonder about going forward with regards to our health and the viruses and the variants and all this stuff. Like I say, here in Canada, we are now at, I think 75% have been vaccinated for once and 45% and counting for 2. And that's climbing quickly. That number is really climbing. The second shots are being moved up now. And so people are coming in quickly for that. Go Bolt, says Q plus. Sharon, 100 thumbs ups. We did it. Oh, thank you guys so much for getting me over the hump there. That's awful kind of you. I do appreciate it, of course. Yeah, we're in Canada. We in Canada want to get to 85% vaccinated and then 75% double vaccinated. I mean, this country is gunning for the highest possible number possible. We want to stamp this thing out of here. We do not want a repeat of what we've had ever again. And if there's any kind of a launch of this thing, we want this thing nipped in the bud. Bullcraft, glad everyone is getting vaccinated. Hope to see all of you on my first cruise someday, and we can all make money with stock markets with Bruce. Those are excellent sentiments, Bullcraft. Max, I agree with those wholeheartedly. Absolutely right. No Yoko, Bruce. Yoko's here. She's right here. Yoko Ono is right here. But we won't be playing Yoko Ono tonight. No, we're going to spare this channel that pain and suffering. Jim Evans, going on Harmony of the Seas, March 2022. Total price for 6 is around $14,000. It's a 7-day cruise, 1 suite, 2 balcony rooms, gratuities included. Now that's the good stuff. That is a nice sounding cruise. So that is just under $3,000 a person, about. But when you're talking about 2 balcony rooms with suites, yeah, you're talking about something really nice. 7-day 1 suite, 2 balcony rooms, gratuities. So that 3 rooms? Is that 6 of you, 2 to a room, a suite, and 2 balcony rooms, gratuities in? Very interesting. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, well, that's amore. That's what I hear. Bullcrap, be careful not to get copyright strike from Yoko, Uncle Bruce. Nothing yet. I think they appreciate me playing that album. What can I say? Anyway, there you go. I can't wait for my first cruise, my second cruise, my third cruise. I can't wait to get back at it. Boy, just don't know when that's going to happen. We're going to see through the winter what Jennifer and I, what we're going to do. We're going to watch closely what's happening with all the cruise ships out there, with all the itineraries being set. We're going to see what the Canadian government with regard to travel restrictions and all this stuff. We have a lot to watch and wait for, and we'll let you know, and we'll see what happens. 51 days and counting for the next cruise on Carnival Horizon. Right on, Dave. Nice ship. That should be a lot of fun. That'll be a nice cruise to enjoy. And like I say, I can't wait for ours. Don't know what cruise line. I don't know where. Nothing, because it's too soon to even try to figure it out. But in the meantime, we're here. And join me Friday at 7 o'clock on this channel. If you're a sponsor member of this channel, we got live trivia every Friday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm looking forward to my next session. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 in the morning, I will be on Stock Markets with Bruce. Your Uncle Bruce will be covering the markets from 8:30 to 11:30 in the morning Eastern Time, and then from 3 until 5 Eastern Time in the afternoon as we cover the markets and see what's going on out there in plain English. Try to cover the markets as best we can in plain English, and I hope you can join me for that. Sharon, have a great night, everybody. You too, Sharon. Terry, booked Harmony of the Seas March 2023, currently booked at about 30% higher than we paid for a similar sailing in March 2020. So there you go. Susan Starney says, yay! Benji, my first cruise was canceled because of COVID. Can't wait to try again real soon. Kirk, great shows, Bruce. Thank you, Kirk, for all your support of this channel, the other channel. You are awesome, my friend. Thank you so much. All of you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for your support of both of my channels, being members and commenting and watching. I really appreciate it all. Jen and I love you very much. We appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening tonight. Stay healthy for us. Stay safe out there. And we'll talk to you real soon. This is Bruce from Creston, British Columbia saying goodbye for now. Thank you. Battery dying. Thanks for the show. Good night, all. Thanks, Bruce. Have a good night. We'll see you in the morning, my favorite uncle. Thanks, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.